In Excel, you often need to split data into several sheets. For example, going from a total sales sheet to splitting it by quarters into several sheets. Yet, 90% of Excel users don't know how to do this efficiently. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 methods, from very easy ones using formulas, fully automated methods that take less than 1 second. So let's get into it. The first method is using report pages. And suppose we're working with this file that has the 2024 total beverage sales, and we want to split those by quarter. So you can see the quarters on this column, and we want to have separate sheets for each of the 4 quarters. For this, we just need to head over to Insert, click on Pivot Table. We're okay with this table range, and we're just gonna make it a new sheet. So click on OK. Once here, it's important to put the quarter as our filter, as we're going to be able to see all of the different quarters up here, and we can extract all the relevant data. Like for example, it's the product in the rows alongside the countries and the sales as the values. You can see what that looks like, and let's suppose we're happy with this and we want to extract it by quarter. For that, under Pivot Table Analyze, we can head all the way to where it says Options on the left. Click on that drop down and go to Show Report Filter Pages. In this pop-up, we want to select to filter by the quarter. Click on OK, and you'll notice that it automatically generates 4 different sheets for each of the 4 quarters. It's really that simple, and best part is this is fully customizable. So instead of by quarter, we decide that we want to see it by manager. This way maybe we can send it to all our different managers. You can see the full list in here. We can do the exact same action by going to Options again, click on Show Report Filter Pages, and this time the filter is gonna be a manager instead of a quarter. Click on OK, and you'll notice under the sheets we have all of the different names here with the product and the country as the rows. The second method I'm about to show you is potentially even easier, but first, if you want to learn some useful Excel hacks, a great way to do that is using HubSpot's 50 Excel Hacks template. By clicking on the link in the description below, you can access this resource completely for free. The download includes all 50 hacks with instructions on how to use them and some sample data for you to practice. The hacks are split into 3 different types, as you can see, and their website even has short demo videos for each of them. Personally, I find the Excel template most useful to refresh my memory, as I'm able to review all of the different hacks one by one and actually practice them myself with their sample data. So I recommend checking out the link in the description below to download this completely free 50 hacks guided template from HubSpot to level up your Excel game, and thanks to them for sponsoring this video. The second method that's potentially even easier than the report pages is the filter formula. So let's take a look at that. Over here, you can see we have the same table as before. And suppose we want to split things by quarter once again. For this, we could put the quarter 1 up over here and then just use the filter formula down below. We could do this for separate sheets. In this case, I'm just going to do it here to show you exactly what it does. The array is basically the entire area. So we can select that with Control-Shift down, Control-Shift right, except for the headers up top. Comma, and under include, we want to include wherever the quarter, which is this column B here, is equals to Q1. Close up parenthesis and hit enter. Now you can see it's filtered all of the data by Q1. I can then change that to Q2 to see what that looks like. The problem is, if I put something like a Q5 in here, you'll notice that it breaks the entire formula. So what we should do here is maybe add a data validation dropdown. We can do that by heading over to Data and clicking on this icon right here, which is Data Validation. Within the pop-up, we're going to want a list, and that list is really only going to have 4 different items, which is Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Once we have those typed in, we just need to press on OK, and now we get it through a dropdown. So if we try to put a Q5 in here again, you'll notice that it's not able to do that, and so we can just press on retry so we don't break the model like before. Let me just put a Q1 for now. You might have noticed though, the filter formula doesn't actually have any headers, So let me show you how to fix that. Up here under the first cell, we just want to double click to look inside of the formula. And at the very start, we're going to use another formula called VSTACK. Hit the tab key there, and for the first array, what this formula does is it's going to stack different arrays. So the second array is going to be all of this filter data. But for the first one, we can simply select the headers from here. So it's going to put those above the filter formula. Hit the comma there, and then we're gonna have the filter formula after that. That's fine, and at the very end, we're gonna close it with another parenthesis. Hit enter here, and you can see we have the same data, but we now have all the different headers up top. If you don't think these headers are going to change much going forward, you can also format them. Like for example, I could choose a dark color to go with them and a white font color so it stands out like so. The amazing thing about this method is that it's fully dynamic. So if I were to add more data here at the bottom, let's suppose we just add something more for a Q4 data, and let's call this a test, 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 and also test here. Now, if we take a look in the table to the side and change that to the Q4, you'll notice that we do have that very last row of data, and we don't need to do any kind of refresh or update to the formula. It just automatically shows it. And finally, the third and by far the most powerful method, which is using VBA. For this, we just need to click on the button, specify which column we want to filter by, let's say the quarters, click on OK, and you'll see how it splits all of the data into separate quarters in less than a second. And don't worry, this method just takes a few minutes to set up, and it isn't as tricky as you might think. For this, we first need to head to the developer tab, which you can find over here, but if you're unable to see it, it's probably because it's deactivated. You just need to right click, and under customize the ribbon, you want to go to the right hand side and click on the developer down over here. Then just press on OK. I'm going to close out of that as I already have it here. And in the developer tab, all we need to do is head over to Visual Basic. Here on the left hand side, you want to click inside module 1. If you can't find it, just go over to insert and click on module, then it should show up. Inside of the module, you just want to paste this code over here that I've actually provided completely for free in the video description for you to download. The code is not that complex, but you definitely need some VBA knowledge in order to write this yourself. The overall idea here is that it's looping through each unique value and creating a new worksheet for each. So for example, if we're taking the quarters column, it's going through each unique quarter, so Q1, Q2, Q3, and creating a new worksheet for each of those. Luckily, you don't need to understand any of this as you won't need to edit it any further. You just need to close out of this. And from here, all we need to do is go under macros and run it. This is its name. The other thing you could do is insert a button to the side just by going to insert and clicking on a button like this first one over here. I'm just gonna put that right here to the side. We want to assign that button to this specific macro that we just made. Click on OK there. Now let me quickly rename it to split data and just delete that part. And so we're ready to give this a try. And one important thing is that there's no extra columns up top or extra rows up top. So the very first cell is up here. Now we can click on split data. It's going to ask us to enter the column header to split the data by. So essentially, what's our filter? Let's suppose that we want to just put the quarter in here and click on OK. And you'll notice that it's generated 4 separate sheets here from Q1 all the way to Q4, splitting the data in pretty much 1 second. And the nice thing here is it doesn't have to be strictly this data set. Let's suppose, for example, that I delete one column and I delete some rows down over here as well. Let's see how this is going to work out. I can click on split data again, and instead of the quarter, let's suppose we want to filter by manager. We could put that in here as well. Click on OK, and you'll see that it's gonna generate all of these different sheets, this time by manager. Awesome, we've learned how to split data into multiple sheets, but what if we want to merge data into one sheet? For example, merging the sales by month into a total sales for the year. For that, you can learn how to do it automatically with this video over here or by taking our Excel course over here. Hit the like and that subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.